What if I told you that a single sports deal worth $7.7 billion could be the catalyst that sends VeChain absolutely parabolic? And what if I told you that this isn't just hype? The technical analysis is backing up what could be one of the most explosive altcoin moves of 2025. Because right now, while everyone's focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum, VeChain is quietly positioning itself for what analysts are calling a potential 108% moonshot to 5 cents. And the reason why might shock you. Listen up, because what I'm about to show you is exactly why smart money moves before the crowd catches on. The Ultimate Fighting Championship just dropped news that's about to change everything for VeChain holders. We're talking about a $7.7 billion media deal with Paramount, not billion with a B. This 7-year agreement kicks off in 2026, and it's going to put every single numbered UFC event on CBS for free. We're talking about 43 live events every year, totaling around 350 hours of programming that's going to hit millions of screens across the globe. Now here's where it gets interesting for us crypto investors. For those of you who don't know, VeChain has been strategically partnered with UFC for branding purposes. That VeChain logo you see inside the octagon, it's about to get exposure like never before. Think about this for a second. ESPN's current deal with UFC is worth about $500 million annually, and that expires in late 2025. Paramount is coming in with more than double that. We're talking an average of $1.1 billion per year. This isn't just a media deal, this is mainstream adoption on steroids. Sebastian.vet, a VeChain ambassador, put it perfectly when he wrote on X, "The octagon just got a bigger stage, and VeChain's in the center." But exposure alone doesn't move crypto prices. We know that. What moves prices is when institutional money starts paying attention, when retail FOMO kicks in, and when the technicals align perfectly with the fundamentals. Alpha Crypto Signal just identified something that has my full attention. VT has broken out of a falling wedge pattern. And if you've been following my channel, you know that falling wedges are some of the most reliable bullish reversal patterns in all of technical analysis. But it gets better. This breakout has turned a significant resistance level into support. We're looking at the $0.024 to $0.0249 range, and as long as VT maintains above this zone, the momentum is tilted heavily toward the upside. Now, their immediate targets are $0.026 and $0.028. But here's where things get absolutely wild, and this is where I need you to pay close attention because this could be the trade of the year. Crypto Dream, and this analyst has been spot on with their VT calls, is pointing to a bullish triangle pattern that's been forming for months. Triangle patterns are like coiled springs. The longer they compress, the more explosive the breakout tends to be. And VT has been compressing for months under this resistance line. But here's the part that gave me chills when I saw it. Crypto Dream stated, and I quote, "I expect a target of 5 cents. Let me put that in perspective for you. From VT's current price around $0.024, a move to 5 cents represents a gain of roughly 108%. That's not just a pump. That's life-changing money if you position yourself correctly. But timing is everything in crypto. And the confluence of factors we're seeing right now is something I haven't witnessed since the early days of Chainlink or Polygon. Let's break down exactly why this setup has all the ingredients for a perfect storm scenario. First, the fundamental catalyst is rock solid. This isn't some speculative partnership or vague announcement. We're talking about $7.7 billion in guaranteed media exposure over 7 years. That's $1.1 billion worth of marketing every single year that VeChain gets for essentially free. Second, the technical analysis is confirming what the fundamentals are suggesting. The falling wedge breakout, the resistance turn support level, and the bullish triangle compression. These aren't coincidences. This is institutional accumulation disguised as retail indifference. Third, and this is crucial, we're entering a phase of the crypto cycle where altcoins with strong fundamentals and clear use cases start massively outperforming. VeChain isn't just another DeFi token or meme coin. This is enterprise blockchain technology with real-world adoption, and now it's getting mainstream sports marketing that most crypto projects can only dream of. The timing couldn't be more perfect. UFC's year-round schedule means there are no long seasonal breaks that would cause viewer attention to drift away. Fight fans are engaged 12 months a year, and that VeChain logo is going to be burned into their consciousness week after week. Now let's talk about the price action and what levels we need to watch. The immediate resistance is sitting around that $0.026 to $0.028 zone that Alpha Crypto Signal identified. If VT can push through and hold above $0.028, that opens up a clear path toward the $0.035 level. But if Crypto Dream's analysis is correct, and their track record suggests we should take this seriously, then 5 cents becomes the ultimate target. The risk-reward setup here is absolutely exceptional. With VT holding above that $0.024 support level, your downside is relatively limited. Here's something most retail investors don't consider, but it's crucial for understanding why this VeChain UFC deal could be bigger than people realize. Paramount isn't just any media company. When institutional money starts recognizing blockchain brands through mainstream sports partnerships, that's when we see the kind of capital inflows that create generational wealth opportunities. The shift from pay-per-view to free-to-air also eliminates barriers to viewership. Instead of UFC events being limited to people willing to pay $70 for a single fight, now anyone with a television can watch. And here's the kicker. This isn't a one-time event. We're talking about 350-plus hours of programming every single year for 7 years. From a market cap perspective, VeChain is still massively undervalued relative to its enterprise adoption and real-world utility. When you combine that fundamental undervaluation with this level of mainstream marketing exposure, plus the technical setup we're seeing, you get the kind of convergence that creates explosive price movements. If you're considering a position in VT, the key support level to watch is that $0.024 to $0.0249 zone. As long as price holds above this range, the bullish thesis remains intact. For entry strategy, I'd be looking for any pullbacks toward that support zone as potential buying opportunities. Don't chase the price if it's already running. Let the market come to you. Position sizing is crucial here. While the upside potential is significant, remember that altcoin trades can be volatile. Never risk more than you can afford to lose, and consider taking partial profits as the price approaches those technical targets. The timeline on this trade could be anywhere from several weeks to several months. The UFC deal doesn't officially begin until 2026, but markets tend to price in future events well in advance. The technical breakout could happen much sooner than the fundamental catalyst fully materializes. Look, I've been analyzing crypto markets for years, and setups like this don't come around often. The combination of a $7.7 billion mainstream media deal, bullish technical patterns, and an undervalued market cap creates the kind of opportunity that separates successful traders from the crowd. VeChain is positioning itself at the intersection of enterprise blockchain adoption and mainstream sports marketing. While everyone else is chasing the latest meme coin or DeFi protocol, smart money is quietly accumulating assets with real-world utility and institutional backing. The path to 5 cents isn't guaranteed, but the setup is undeniably compelling. Whether you're a technical trader, a fundamental analyst, or someone who just recognizes the power of mainstream marketing and crypto adoption, VeChain deserves serious consideration right now. What do you think? Are you positioning for this potential breakout, or do you see risks that I'm missing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button if this analysis was helpful. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments carry significant risks, including the potential for total loss of capital. Never invest more than you can afford to lose, and be aware that cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile and speculative.